Imagine waking up tomorrow as a completely different person. You open your eyes. You feel full of confidence. You have a perfect body. You have a perfect career. We all dream about this. We want our lives to change overnight. We want instant success. We want instant confidence. We want instant results. But real life does not work that way. Big changes do not happen in one night. The dream of instant success is actually a trap. It makes us feel tired. It makes us feel like failures. Every time we try and fail, we want to give up. But the truth is very quiet. The truth is very simple. Real success is not a giant jump. It is a small step. It is a tiny improvement. It is something you do every single day. You do not need a massive transformation to be happy. You do not need to be perfect to achieve your goals. You only need to become a little better. Just a tiny bit better than you were yesterday. Only 1% better every day. This is the secret of the 1%. In this video, we will explore this simple idea. We will see how tiny actions create amazing results. We will see how showing up every day can change your future. This simple idea can change the way you think about success. It can change the way you look at your life. So stay with me until the very end. Your journey to a better life starts right now, with one small step. Part 1. The invisible power of 1%. Why do we give up so easily? We give up because our goals look too big. We look at the mountain. We want to reach the top, but we are standing at the bottom. The top of the mountain looks too far away. We look at people who are already successful. We see their money. We see their fit bodies. We see their perfect skills. Then we look at ourselves. We feel so small. We feel like we can never do what they did. The gap feels too wide. The journey feels too long. So we do not even start. Or we start for 2 days and then we quit. But we are looking at success the wrong way. Success is not a giant jump. It is not a sudden leap across a canyon. Success is simply walking. It is walking step by step. It is making one tiny improvement today, then making another tiny improvement tomorrow. Let us think about a tiny seed. Imagine you plant a seed in the dark ground. You water it on the first day. You look at the ground. Nothing happens. You water it on the second day. You look again. Still, nothing happens. You water it on the third day. The ground looks exactly the same. It is just dry dirt. It feels small. It feels useless. It feels slow. You might say, "Why am I doing this?" You might say, "This is a waste of time." But beneath the dark soil, something amazing is happening. The seed is changing. Tiny roots are growing deep into the earth. The roots are searching for water. They are building a strong foundation. The plant is getting ready to grow. But you cannot see any of this. It is completely invisible to your eyes. Then, after many days of invisible work, a tiny green leaf breaks through the dirt. It finally appears. The visible result only comes after many days of quiet, hidden progress. Your life works exactly the same way. Your greatest improvements happen in the dark. They happen when nobody is watching. They happen when you do not see any results. Think about your daily actions. You go to the gym today. You work hard for 40 minutes. You come home and look in the mirror. Your body looks exactly the same. It feels small. It feels useless. It feels slow. You read 10 pages of a book today. You learn a few new words. You go to sleep. The next morning, you do not feel like a genius. It feels small. It feels useless. It feels slow. But do not be fooled. The progress is there. Just like the roots of the seed, your mind is growing. Your body is changing. Your skills are building. One good decision will not change your life. One healthy meal will not make you thin. One page of a book will not make you wise. But when you repeat these small actions, they multiply. They build on top of each other. This is the secret of 1%. Every single day, you just need to be 1% better. 1% is very small. It is almost invisible. Anyone can do it. You do not need to be perfect. You do not need to do everything right. You just need to take one small step. Every time you choose to read, every time you choose to walk, every time you choose to try, you are watering your seed. The results are coming. They are growing underground. Have patience. Keep going. Trust the invisible power of your daily choices. Part 2. The danger of instant results. Why do we always want things right now? We live in a very fast world. You want food? You get it in 10 minutes. You want to talk to a friend? You send a text in 1 second. You want entertainment? You click a button. Everything is fast. Everything is instant. Because of this, we expect our lives to change fast too. We start a new habit. We expect to see results tomorrow. You start exercising. You expect a completely new body in 2 weeks. You start learning English. You expect to speak like a native speaker in 1 month. You start reading books. You expect your whole life to change after 1 chapter. When the results do not show up, you feel sad. You feel disappointed. You begin to doubt yourself. You say, I am not smart enough. You say, I am not strong enough. You say, this is not working. So, you quit. But the problem is not your ability. The problem is your expectations. You are chasing instant results. And instant results are a lie. Real growth does not follow the speed of the internet. Real growth is slow. Real growth requires patience. Real growth takes time. Let us look at a beautiful tree. Think about a giant oak tree in the forest. How did it get so big? It did not grow overnight. It did not become strong in a week. It grew slowly, day after day, month after month, year after year. If you look at the tree today, you cannot see it growing. If you look at it tomorrow, it looks exactly the same. But the growth is happening. The slow growth is what makes the tree strong. The slow growth helps it survive the heavy storms. The same rule applies to your life. Anything of true value takes time to build. You cannot build a strong relationship in 1 day. You cannot build a great skill in 1 week. You cannot build financial success in 1 month. You cannot build real confidence in a few hours. These things grow through steady effort. They do not come from instant magic. Many people focus too much on the end goal. They ask, how fast can I get there? They do not ask, how can I improve today? This mindset makes you feel frustrated because the end goal is far away. Imagine you are learning English. If you only think about speaking perfectly, you will feel overwhelmed. Perfect English feels too far away. But what if you change your focus? What if you focus only on today? You learn 3 new words today. You practice speaking for 10 minutes today. You listen to a simple story today. Suddenly, the goal feels easy. The pressure is gone. You can actually do it. We must learn to trust the process. Trusting the process means you keep working, even when you cannot see the results. Think about building a house. What is the first thing workers do? They dig a big hole in the dirt. They pour heavy concrete. They build the foundation. The foundation is not beautiful. It is just gray concrete. It looks dirty. It looks boring. It takes a long time to dry. But without this foundation, the house will fall. The beautiful walls cannot stand without the ugly concrete underneath. Your daily efforts are your foundation. Every single workout strengthens your bones. Every single page you read strengthens your mind. Every single word you practice strengthens your voice. You might not see the changes today. You might not see them tomorrow. But the foundation is getting stronger. Another big danger is comparison. We look at other people. We see the successful business owner. We see the fluent English speaker. We see the fit athlete. But we only see their finish line. We do not see their starting line. We do not see the years of hard work. We do not see the lonely hours of practice. Every expert was once a beginner. Every master was once terrible at their job. So do not compare your beginning to someone else's end. Be patient with yourself. Stop demanding immediate success. Trust the time. Trust your daily efforts. Because real change is a journey, not a race. Part 3. Why small habits beat big goals. We all love to set big goals. You write them down in a notebook. You say, I want to be rich. You say, I want to speak perfect English. You say, I want to have a beautiful body. These goals make you feel excited. They make you feel powerful. But a goal is just a dream. A goal is a picture of the future. It is not real yet. It is just something you hope for. The only thing that makes a goal real is your habits. Your daily habits are your actual reality. Your life today is not a result of your wishes. It is the result of what you did yesterday, and what you did the week before, and what you did last year. You are what you repeatedly do. Think about water dripping onto a hard rock. Imagine a single drop of water. It falls from the sky. It hits a giant stone. What happens? Nothing. The stone does not change. The stone is still hard and strong. The drop of water is gone. Now imagine 10 drops of water. They hit the stone. Still, nothing happens. The stone does not care about 10 drops of water. But what happens if the water keeps dripping? Day after day, month after month, year after year. The water never stops. It drips every second. It drips every minute. Eventually, the hard stone begins to change. A small hole appears. Then, the hole gets bigger. Over time, the soft water cuts right through the hard rock. The water wins, not because it is strong, not because it is fast. The water wins because it never stops. Your daily habits are like those drops of water. One single habit may seem useless today. It feels small. It feels useless. It feels slow. You read 10 pages of a book today. That is just one drop of water. It does not make you smart. You walk for 15 minutes today. That is just one drop of water. It does not make you healthy. You save $5 today. That is just one drop of water. It does not make you rich. But when you repeat these actions every day, they become a powerful force. They build a momentum that nothing can stop. Many people do not understand this. They wait for motivation. They say, I will start when I feel motivated. They wait for a special feeling. They wait for a spark. But motivation is a very bad friend. Motivation is like a fair weather friend. It is there when the sun is shining. It is there when you are happy and excited. But when you are tired, motivation disappears. When you are busy, motivation runs away. When you have a bad day, motivation is nowhere to be found. You cannot trust motivation to change your life. You need something stronger. You need habits. A habit does not care how you feel. A habit does not care if it is raining. A habit does not care if you are tired. You do it because it is automatic. You do it because it is who you are. Think about brushing your teeth. You do not wake up and wait for motivation to brush your teeth. You do not say, I do not feel inspired to brush my teeth today. You just do it. It is natural. It is a part of your morning. This is how you must build your positive habits. You must make them so small that you cannot say no. Do you want to read more books? Do not try to read a whole chapter every day. That feels too hard. Just read 2 pages. Anyone can read 2 pages. Do you want to exercise? Do not try to run 5 miles today. Just put on your shoes and walk for 5 minutes. Anyone can walk for 5 minutes. Do you want to learn English? Do not study grammar for 3 hours. Just listen to one short story. When you make the habit small, you remove the struggle. You make it easy to start. And starting is always the hardest part. Once you take that first step, the next step becomes easier. Every time you do these small things, you change your mind. You change your identity. Every time you read 2 pages, you say to yourself, I am a reader. Every time you walk for 5 minutes, you say to yourself, I am a healthy person. Every time you practice English, you say to yourself, I am a learner. You are building a new version of yourself. One small habit at a time. Do not focus on the giant mountain. Focus on the next drop of water. Keep dripping. Keep showing up. Your habits are creating your future. Part 4. Progress is better than perfection. There is a silent enemy inside your mind. It is called perfectionism. This enemy tells you a lie. It says you must do everything perfectly. It says your plan must be flawless. It says your actions must have no mistakes. It says your results must be beautiful from the very start. We listen to this voice. We put so much pressure on ourselves. We think we cannot start until we are completely ready. We think we cannot share our work until it is perfect. And what happens? This pressure freezes us. It stops us from taking action. We become afraid. We stay in the same place. But here is the real truth. Perfection is a wall. It does not help you grow. It only blocks your path. No successful person in history was perfect. Nobody starts their journey as a master. The people at the top did not get there by being perfect. They got there by making mistakes. They got there by failing and learning. They got there because they kept moving forward, despite their imperfections. This is why you must change your focus. You must stop looking for perfection. You must start looking for progress. Progress is real. Perfection is just an illusion. Let us think about a tiny baby. Imagine a baby who is learning how to walk. The baby stands up on its small legs. It takes one step. Then, it falls down onto the floor. Does the baby sit on the floor and cry? Does the baby say, "Oh no, I fell down"? Does the baby say, "I am a terrible walker. I should just give up"? Does the baby think, "My walking is not perfect, so I will never try again"? Of course not. The baby does not care about being perfect. The baby only cares about moving. It stands up again. It shakes its head. It takes another step. It falls down again. And it stands up again. The baby tries 50 times. The baby tries 100 times. Every fall teaches the baby's body something new. Every fall makes its legs a little stronger. Eventually, walking becomes natural. Walking becomes easy. This is how human growth works. We learn by doing things badly first. We learn by making mistakes. We learn by falling down and standing back up. But as adults, we forget this lesson. We become afraid of looking silly. We want to speak English perfectly on the first day. We want to write a great book on the first try. We want to start a business with 0 mistakes. When we make a mistake, we feel ashamed. We think we are failures. But a mistake is not a failure. A mistake is just a lesson. It is proof that you are trying. It is proof that you are in the game. Many people delay their dreams because they are waiting for the perfect time. They say, "I will start my diet when the busy season ends." They say, "I will practice speaking English when I find the perfect teacher." They say, "I will start my project when I have more money." This is a trap. The perfect time does not exist. The perfect conditions will never arrive. If you wait for the perfect moment, you will wait for your entire life. Progress begins when you take action in imperfect conditions. You must start before you are ready. You must do it badly. You must do it with mistakes. Do you want to exercise? but you only have 10 minutes. Do not wait for a free hour. Just do a 10-minute workout today. It is not a perfect workout, but it is progress. It is much better than doing nothing. Do you want to write a book? Do not wait for a perfect idea. Just write one messy paragraph today. It is not perfect writing, but it is progress. Every time you take action, you build confidence. Confidence does not come from being perfect. Confidence comes from seeing yourself improve. It comes from knowing that you can handle mistakes. So, let us celebrate the small wins. You tried today. You learned today. You stepped forward today. You spoke English with mistakes today, but you spoke. You walked for 5 minutes in the rain today, but you walked. You read one difficult page today, but you read. These small wins are your true victories. They build your momentum. They make you feel strong. They show you that growth is possible. Remember, the goal of life is not to be perfect. The goal of life is to be better. Just a little better than you were yesterday. Focus on your progress and let perfection go. Part 5. Consistency wins every time. We often think that success requires a giant effort. We think we need a huge burst of energy. We think we need to work 15 hours a day. We think we need extreme discipline. But this is a big mistake. Hard work is important, but there is something much more powerful. That secret is consistency. Consistency will always beat intensity. Let us look at two different people. We will call them John and David. Both of them want to get healthy. Both of them want to build a strong body. John is very excited. He goes to the gym on Monday. He stays there for 5 hours. He lifts heavy weights. He runs on the treadmill until he cannot breathe. He pushes his body to the absolute limit. He comes home feeling completely exhausted. He cannot move his legs. The next day, John is in too much pain. He cannot go to the gym. He stays on the couch. On Wednesday, he is still tired. On Thursday, he is busy. In fact, John does not go back to the gym for another 3 weeks. Now let us look at David. David is not trying to be a hero. He goes to the gym for just 30 minutes. He does this every single day. He lifts light weights. He walks on the treadmill. He does not push himself to the point of pain. He finishes his workout feeling good. The next day, David goes back. He does another 30 minutes. On Wednesday, he does another 30 minutes. He does this day after day, week after week, month after month. Who do you think will get better results? After 1 month, John has only worked out once. He spent 5 hours in the gym, but then he stopped. David has worked out for 15 hours in total. But more importantly, David built a habit. David created momentum. David wins. He wins because he showed up every day. This is the truth about human growth. Intensity is easy to start, but it is hard to keep. Consistency is quiet, but it gets the job done. Many people get trapped in the cycle of intensity. They feel a sudden spark of motivation. They decide to change their whole life in one day. They study English for 6 hours. They clean the whole house. They run 10 miles. But they push too hard. They burn out. They break. Then they do nothing for 2 weeks. This makes progress impossible. Your brain gets confused. Your body gets tired. The secret is showing up on the bad days. Anyone can work hard when they feel good. Anyone can study when they are excited. Anyone can exercise when the weather is perfect. But what happens when you are tired? What happens when you have a busy day? What happens when it is raining outside? This is where the magic happens. On those difficult days, you do not need to do a perfect job. You do not need to work for hours. You just need to show up. If you are too tired to study English for an hour, just study for 5 minutes. If you're too busy to go to the gym, just do 10 push-ups in your bedroom. If you do not want to read a whole chapter, just read one single sentence. You say, "I am too tired. It feels small. It feels useless. It feels slow." But every time you show up, you win. You are telling your brain that your promises matter. You are building self-respect. You are learning to trust yourself. When you keep your promises to yourself, your confidence grows. You stop worrying about the final goal. You just focus on today. You ask yourself, what can I do today to keep my streak alive? Consistency compounds just like money in a bank. Every small effort builds on top of the last one. One day of practice connects to the next day. The chain gets stronger. Soon, you do not even have to think about it. It becomes a part of who you are. So stop trying to do everything in one day. Stop waiting for a giant wave of energy. Choose a small action. Do it today. Do it tomorrow. Do it the day after that. Consistency is the real key to success. Part 6. Becoming the new you. At the end of the day, this journey is not just about reaching a goal. It is not just about making more money. It is not just about speaking perfect English. It is not just about getting a fit body. Those things are nice, but they are just external rewards. The real prize of the 1% rule is much deeper. It is about who you become along the way. Every single choice you make is a vote for the person you want to be. Every time you choose to get out of bed and walk, you are not just burning calories. You are becoming a disciplined person. Every time you choose to open a book and read, you are not just learning facts. You are becoming a curious person. Every time you choose to practice your English, you are not just learning words. You are becoming a brave person. Every time you choose to stand up after a mistake, you are not just starting over. You are becoming a resilient person. You are building your character. You are shaping your identity. Think about your future self. Imagine the person you will be in 1 year. Imagine the person you will be in 5 years. That person does not just appear out of nowhere. That person is being built right now. Your daily choices are building your future mind. They are building your future heart. They are building your future strength. When you make small improvements every day, you start to look at yourself differently. You start to respect yourself. You say, "I am someone who keeps my word." You say, "I am someone who can grow." You say, I'm someone who does not give up. This is the ultimate power of the 1% rule. It changes how you see yourself. It changes your identity. You stop waiting for external success to make you happy. You find happiness in the daily effort. You find joy in the steady progress. You realize that you have the power to shape your own destiny. You do not need a miracle. You do not need luck. You just need your daily choices. So, look at your life today. Who do you want to become tomorrow? Do not focus only on what you want to get. Focus on who you want to be. Take that small step today. Choose the person you want to become, and let the 1% rule carry you there. One quiet day at a time. Let us look back at what we learned today. Success is not a giant leap. It is a small step. It is the seed growing in the dark. It is the foundation of the house. It is the water cutting the stone. It is the daily 30-minute workout. It is the simple choice to become better. You do not need to be perfect tomorrow. You do not need to change everything in one night. Just focus on today. Just focus on this one moment. Become 1% better today. Then do it again tomorrow. Time is your friend. Your small efforts will grow. They will build a life you never thought possible. You have the power to change. Start small and keep going. If you found this video helpful, please click the like button. Share it with someone who needs this message. And do not forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.